Welcome back to this month's edition of Spotlight in Edmonds Real Estate Show. I'm your host, Wayne Purser, local realtor with Coldwell Banker Bain in downtown Edmonds, just footsteps from the fountain. This month we're going to have a recap of the great event we had, the State of Real Estate, at Cafe Louvre last month. We had lots of people there wanting to know about the state of real estate. Also, we'll have the weather report for Snohomish County and North King County. So let's get started with the recap of State of Real Estate. With the ripples, I talked over the last couple of years to people about the ripple effect. Basically how it started was in 2011, 2012, a big boulder was dropped in Lake Washington and creating ripples north and south and east and west. Well, what does that mean? Is that it's when multiple offers started happening in King County, Seattle, Bellevue. And over the last couple of years, it's rippled all the way down to Longview and all the way up to Bellingham, which is creating multiple offers, which is telling us the market is strong. And when the market changes, they'll start having less multiple offers outside of the major area, and ripples coming back in the smooth Lake Washington and tell us that we're back to a normal market. So let me get into what we talked about last month, and let's see what I can educate you with. The first thing we're going to talk about are the cranes. Are you seeing all the cranes in the Seattle, King County area? It's actually stretching out to Pierce and Snohomish County. That the Seattle Times reports 58 construction cranes in the Seattle area, which is 60% more than other cities in the nation. Again, we have over 7 million square feet of office space, creating 35,000 new jobs. And in addition, last year I told you that we had over 700 new hotels that were added in the last 6 years, with approximately 3,000 new ones in the next 1 to 2 years. SeaTac Airport is expanding. Gates, Delta Airlines is coming here, the international hub from Salt Lake City. What they're saying is Seattle is actually in the middle distance from Hong Kong all the way to London. So it's a great hub for them to do their international. A lot of people will be passing through at SeaTac, but a lot of people will be staying. They'll be staying for tourism, and also some people moving here, so there's going to be more people going to the airlines down at SeaTac traveling to see family and friends in the States and abroad. Fact number 4 is we have 2016 passengers, total passengers through SeaTac were up 8% in 2016 to 45.7 million travelers through SeaTac. Also, Painfield is now our John Wayne Airport north at Painfield in 2018. They're going to have 15 flights, daily flights out of Painfield with United Airlines and Alaska Airlines. And a lot of people don't realize, but what did Alaska do? Alaska wants to be the #1 airport or airline company out of SeaTac. What did they do this year? They actually purchased Virgin Airlines so they can have more gates at SeaTac. The next slide is going to show us we're into tourism. Why are people coming here? Not only for jobs, but because of the cruise industry. In 1999, we had 8 cruise ships out of downtown Seattle. This year, we had 218 cruise ships leaving Seattle up to Alaska, and also week trips down to San Francisco and back. The next slide is going to show us what's going to happen in 23 years. Right now, the 4 counties, Kitsap, Pierce, King, Snohomish County, just went over 4 million people in the 4 counties. 23 years from now, that's projected to be up 25% to 1 million more people, 5 million people in the 4 counties. Where are all these people going to come from? Most of it's because we're going to be living longer, and also the birth rate. We're having more babies, so people are living longer, and the birth rate is making our population grow more than people coming in to the area. I'm looking now at Sound Transit. Sound Transit's going to relieve some of these things, but Linwood doesn't take into effect till about 2025. That's another 8 years from now. But we're actually, I believe, 80 to 100 years behind Chicago, Philadelphia, Boston. They went through the whole transit back then with the trains, with buses, and how to move people around. We're actually going through it now. Unfortunately, it's later than what most of us would like it, but it's a reality. It's coming, it's going to help, but it's also going to have massive growth with people. As we move on to mortgage rates, we're still under 4%. People ask me, Wayne, what is the mortgage rate today? Well, that varies because it depends on what type of loan you're purchasing. Are you a VA, a veteran? Are you doing an FHA, minimum 3.5% down? You're doing conventional, 3% down, 5% down, 10, or even 20% where you can purchase a home. All those types of loans have different interest rates, but overall, everything is under 4%. The traditional industry standard is between 6 and 7. Great value to buy a home at today's interest rates. Also, the current inventory from 2006, we are down about 40 to 50% from the highs of last current market. And so what that has done is we have less inventory, more buyers, competition drives prices up, supply and demand. The only way out of this will be new construction. New construction is what's going to help us give housing units for the people. Unfortunately, with the restraints on the property that is left to build in the counties are challenged properties. Either you got water, creeks running through them, you got native protective growth, hillsides. There's not a lot to build on in the King County major metropolitan areas, so people have to go out. Or the other choice is to go up with condominiums or apartments for people to live. So new construction is the only way out, but however, there's a problem there. In 2006, from January to August of 2006, there was a total of 3,200 homes built and sold in that time. This year, 2017, from January to August, we have only sold 1,500, so 50% less. So over 11 years, that's almost 18,000 homes we are short. That's just in Snohomish County. It's much worse in King County. So new constructioners are way out, but builders aren't building. So that's got to change to help relieve the prices. What's going to happen? Prices will be going up as they have the last 7 to 8 decades. So if you start with a zero, so 2010 to 2020, the way the market's going is we're at the prices of 2010, 2020 will definitely be higher in that decade. And that's happened 7 out of the last 8 decades. So you have an 85% chance that it's going to happen again this decade, and we're well onto that. But what's going to happen is mortgages, back to mortgages for a moment, but 25% of the market are cash buyers. We didn't have that 10, 11 years ago. Cash buyers is given stability in the marketplace. So are we heading for a bubble where it's going to crash? Or do you think we're going to be heading for a correction? A correction will tell us as the market prices go up, as wages stay with them. As soon as wages fall away from housing prices going up, there will be a correction. So that's what I'm expecting to see in the next couple years, is possibly a correction. But right now, everything looks like we're moving forward. As I wrapped up, I talked with people about how do people price their homes? How do I, as a real estate professional, price someone's home? Well, there's 3 factors that need to go into pricing your home. Number 1 is, where's the market conditions? Are we going up or are we going down? What is the condition of your neighborhood? And then last is, what is the condition of your home? So I've had several people in my real estate career say, Wayne, well, I live here. This is my neighborhood. I have a 1962 home. Can you tell me what the price is? Well, I've never been in it. So I don't know if it's 1962 built with the original cabinets and toilet and bathroom. Has anything been remodeled? Is it original carpet, or has it been replaced once? What's the condition of the roof? So you need a real estate professional to come out, look at your home, to be able to give you a current price and value of your home. And that's how I work with my clients. I will sit down with them in an orientation meeting and counsel them on what we would need to do to get a market value price for their home. It takes about 3 weeks to 3 months, depending on the condition of the home. And as I tell people, a little bit more of a Warren Buffett philosophy. It's not what you pay for the home that someone is buying or what you are selling. It's what is the value are you giving the people for your price. So that wraps up what we talked about. It was a great presentation. A lot of people asked questions, and just stay informed, and I'll keep you updated on a monthly basis. Now we're going to move on to Spotlight Edmonds Real Estate Weather Report. Welcome back to Spotlight Edmonds Real Estate Weather Report. Let's start off with Edmonds, zip code 020. Currently, we have 39 listings, and sales in August were 42, giving us a days on market of 18 days with a weather temperature of 94 degrees. Interest rates are still currently flat. There's rumors that they may go up just a little bit, but currently right now, still a great time to purchase a home. As we move on to Edmonds, 026 zip code, we currently have 89 listings, 77 sold properties in August, a days on market of 17, with a weather temperature of 94 degrees also. Now we move on to Muckleteal, Briar, Linwood, Mountain Lake Terrace, and Mill Creek. We have 250 current listings with 359 sold in August. That's a big change in ratios. A lot of people bought in May, June, July, and it's all ended up selling in August. And current listings are down because of July and August slowing down right after 4th of July, and we're waiting things to kick up here first part of October. We have 37 days on the market, and with a weather temperature of 88 degrees. First time we've had any one of these areas down in the 80s, so things have tended to slow down in South Snohomish County. As we wrap up with Shoreline, 91 current listings and 80 solds in the month of August. First time where listings have been higher and a larger amount than we have sales. So a little bit changed there in the Shoreline area. 12 days on the market, still a hot market in Shoreline with a weather temperature of 96 degrees. As we see things are changing a little bit, market does seem to be slowing down as for longer days on the market, but they're still getting multiple offers that are out there for homes that are priced correctly. If you have it priced correctly, your home will sell within 7 to 14 days. That wraps up this portion of Spotlight in Edmonds Real Estate. Thanks for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next month.